Good day everyone. I'm recording my footage from my UGC European Gold match from #Heroes vs Vicious and Delicious. I'm playing Engineer and I'm doing this because my internet is currently down, so I might as well go over a demo and go over my sciences behind Engineer. So basically I'm going to go over my strats and why I do them for Engineer. Also my loadout may look a bit messed up because there's no internet. I'm going to be running Rescue Ranger, Wrangler and Wrench for the most part. So I don't go for the standard teleporter to B because from playing Spy I know that basically you just go from on attack, just go straight for the teleporter. A lot of times I ended up running Diamondback just because I knew I could get those guaranteed 2 crits at the start and then go for a pick on the medic. So I didn't bother with that teleporter. Instead I go for a teleporter on roof so that our sniper can get up there and aim into short and hopefully be able to kill their demo and soldier as they jump in. I go for the standard sentry spot, the Enigma sentry spot I believe, in the shadow of B. Basically this sentry isn't designed for covering B, it's more for covering us while we're protecting B. And normal dispenser spot against the wall, so I have a little safe place to build sentries again at. So jump up here, place the teleporter, and now I'm just sort of hiding by my dispenser. So Soldier and Demo immediately jump on the roof and they are destroying us. So I'm surprised I haven't died already yet. I'm trying to keep my sentry alive, our pyro goes down, so we've pretty much lost B at this point. My sentry goes down, I'm getting destroyed. I luckily get flash, so I'm on my way back to C to set up the sentry. So yeah, they're capping A. They've pretty much got B, they just need to cap it. So I'm setting up C, there's a spy here, but luckily he came in at the wrong time. So we've kind of lost it at this point. I'm just setting up my sentry. Maybe at some point I could get it up to level 3 and move it into B for a protection. But it seems that only capping B with 1 player. So we decide to go back in and kill them. So at this point they could have captured B, but there must have been a mistake in the comms or something. Maybe too many people are trying to like come from E to flank us on C, and they're not putting the pressure on. So there's a bit of a fight going over on C. I sadly can't go over and see it because I'm just over here building. Pyro comes to check on me. I just keep asking every so often, can I push up with my sentry, because I don't know if I'm going to go there and immediately get hit by rockets. Demo's on C. I jump up because I am the AD carry of the team obviously, and I go to deal with him, and I'm surprised I didn't die there. I'm sure why that sticky didn't land. But guess I'm just going to stay around here, be a threat so people don't actually like push into C, and hopefully they don't cap B. That's very close, but it seems we can hold B. So every so often while I'm repairing my building I'll just like look around just in case there's a spy. A good tactic is basically be looking behind you like about 90% of the time, and then if you can memorize the wrench swing animation, you then just rotate as soon as it's about to hit and then just go back round. I do that when I'm building teleporters because you need to like crouch and look down in order to hit those. So now I'm moving up my sentry. I go to put it down, but there's still people on the roof, so I'm just building up here. Maybe I can suppress with the Wrangler, but there's a bit of clouded comms. We haven't really got a stronghold on B at all yet, so my sentry does go down, I believe, here. Yeah, so I'm heading back to build, and there's an engineer, so we need to deal with him. Yeah, it's very scramble hold. Basically, on a lot of points, I do this tactic, which I call the Sentry Factory, where it may just be something that other engineers do subconsciously, but I intentionally do this. I get a dispenser, get up to like full level, and just like hide it in a corner somewhere, So basically, if I lose my sentry, I can just go back there and build a sentry instead of having to go back to spawn and build a new one. And then I can just basically keep throwing level 3s up there. So I go to move up to check out if I can move up my sentry, and I see the engineers at choke, so I have to go and spam out, make sure I check my back every so often, because this could easily be a distraction. We've got Spy and Scout here, so he should be taken care of. And Scout's there, he's called me out, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has called me out at this point. I'm pretty sure they must be like shouting in their comms, hey, there's a sentry on C, why haven't we capped B? But basically I'm just like, every so often, asking on Roma, hey, is roof clear, can I like go back in? But I'm not getting as much of a response. Also, sorry if my POV's a bit laggy here, I keep dipping between 60 and 40 frames. Okay, so just sort of roaming around. Pumandu is Stinson, who's our medic. Our pyro is Oxo Cuboid, I believe. Our sniper is neutral. Our heavy is two kinds. Oh, and that was a spy who I have no, like, he stabbed me. But I guess, yeah, server. I could have actually been Matador there if that spy was paying attention, but luckily I managed to save our sniper. Yeah, soldier is Chewid. Our scout, it's Doodles, yeah, just sort of kill feeds. We have a lot of subs every so often, so it's hard to keep track. And our demo man is Shadowfire. Spy's Duck. Who have I missed out? I don't think I missed anyone. Okay, so I'm jumping up here so I can set up a teleporter, because it doesn't look like I'm going to have a chance to move up into B. So basically, by having this teleporter set up, I can instantly get up onto C and then like go up there to defend it, or maybe we can have a heavy immediately go up onto C. It's a teleporter that you don't get seen used often. I've seen it in a pub, and I basically just tried it out from there. So I moved my sentry up for suppression. My dispenser gets sapped, my buildings, it doesn't really matter. The spy could have gone after someone else more important, but I can easily rebuild those. Like at this point, his team is going on the point. He could have come in to intercept, and it looks like he's attempting now in a very obvious fashion. Luckily our pyro has no clue. My sentry's going to go down here, but I could have probably focused after the sentry, but I honestly didn't think our pyro would actually bother. And then takes me down there, because we seem to be quite out of position. So once again we're caught on B. And they still haven't capped B. But yeah, both Ubers are popped. We seem to have popped a better Uber. I'm going to build up a sentry here and try and move into B again, usual strat. But basically, because they managed to cap A early on, they managed to bomb B and we like lost defense, but they hadn't managed to cap it. That has basically screwed it up for them. Because usually the way it goes on Gravelpit is you get a really quick cap on A, and then there's a long push into B from where that's a harder thing to attack. So basically, even though they've been really aggressive and they've pushed our engineer me out of the defense and a lot of our combo out of the defense, because they haven't put the cap time in, they're just looking at a standard time here. So Pyro's on the roof. I've called that there's likely a teleporter at A connector coming into C. I go and check there for a spy because Pyro could be baiting. Spy seems to have run out of cloak, I guess. I called that he's coming from that position, so I think our heavy takes him down at this point. Yeah. You can just hear him sort of. The engineer's trapped there. I was tempted to jump up and just try and wrench the pyro because I know that pyro, but that mini sentry is going to kind of foil my plans. So I'm just going to sort of add suppressive fire here with my sentry. I think that spy, yeah, our spy was being a little suspicious. And okay. So at this point, I'm thinking that because time is about to run out, they're just going to rush B I might as well move my sentry up. Maybe... oh yeah, there's a spy here.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
That spy could have actually stabbed me about 2 or 3 times there, but luckily he didn't, and I could wrench him in the face, because face stabs with the wrench are the best. Wrench. Okay, so did a little engagement on C between the engineer and the spy. I was trying to catch him off with a rocket. I think they get B at this point, like it goes to overtime and they cap. So I was tempted to like rocket all my sentry up onto C just to keep people away, because they have got that teleporter, so they're going to be right onto C. And I think there's someone, yeah, there's someone there. So yeah, I need to move my sentry up into a better position, but I've sort of been called out around here. I see the spy around here, I call out the scout. I ask if you guys need a dispenser up on the spire, because usually you either have a dispenser in the spot I had it before, or up on the spire, so the heavy can like stay up there. So they pop in, I try shooting them, trying to keep them back. I could have probably shot that soldier while he's midair so he flies away, but basically I'm just trying to shoot people off the bridges, going around checking for spy, and I get hit by a sniper. I think that was my first death, yeah. Basically, I think my sentry doesn't get killed here. I managed to get the heavy. And I think, yeah, we might lose C here. But it's very shoddy defense from us, and quite a shoddy attack from them. But it was kind of interesting. So what I could have done here is I could have set up the teleporter thing again, so we could have our heavy classes straight up onto the point, but I was afraid I'd get immediately focused down if I jumped. Yeah, I probably couldn't have made it on the point for a block there, even if I didn't take the no-scope. But oh, I'm just gonna reset my HUD here, just so it doesn't distract. Okay, there we go. Okay, so on attack, I'm going to build sentry and spawn, teleporter and a dispenser. The dispenser will rack up metal, which I'll use for my sentry factory. I'll use the sentry as sort of like a little bit of protection in the spawn, just in case there are people pressing their faces up against the grate, in hopes for a medic kill. And the teleporter when we push up. I think I could actually get a level 2 dispenser. I think I could actually get a level 2 dispenser if I didn't build the teleporter first, because the teleporter isn't as important at this case. So, but in this case I'm just going to have sentry here, watch our medic, who should usually stay in spawn at this point so he doesn't get killed, and people go over to cap A. Now sometimes I like to go over to cap A with the team, but we had enough people there that it wasn't really necessary, and they weren't really putting as much of a defense on there. Usually soldier and demo go and attack B, so I'm going to move my sentry over to try and assist them. So our demo gets taken down, they see my sentry straight away. I'm running shotgun at this point because I was going to roam around for a bit to A, but because I got the call that I'm needed at B, I could have switched back to Rescue Ranger. But basically I'm just going to keep poking them. Demo takes, yes, 70, so he just jumps up and immediately jumps down. They're going to start focusing now with that choke, so I'm going to move it back here for a little bit of defense and move up my dispenser. Okay, so our medic's moving out, which I don't think was a good decision. So one of the calls I look for is our soldier's going to bomb in, and if their soldier and demo gets taken down, then I can jump onto roof. Now, usually engineers go from A to C and then build like on C to like just spawn camp them, but I'd consider that like the Badwater strategy, where Badwater first on defense is like an island. Once you cap, the team are kind of trapped there and they slowly bleed out players where the teleporter is gone, and then they have to go and set up on roof, which is on the second point, which is usually the stronger point. So basically I'd rather go and attack straight from the second point. So I'm just going to keep poking. I have my Rescue Ranger out now for long range repairs, which I'm going to need if I'm going to be on low health. I see the sniper calling out on the right. And basically, B is very hard to assault. Like, even if you're starting to cap B, people will just keep coming in and interrupt you, like what was happening previous round. So I'm going to move the sentry up onto here, and the main entry point to the point is going to get covered by the sentry. Now I asked my soldier to take out the teleporter, but it was a little bit late, just in case that thing blew me up, but I'm at low HP, so hopefully the medic would have healed me. Medic? Yeah, I think I'm saying, hey, I'm above you. Nice arrow. There we go. So, keeping the sentry fully healed. They're a bit discouraged from coming in. They're like, what the hell, there's a sentry up there? I think I accidentally picked it up at that point. I got this tactic by watching Dave Plus from Syndicate, I believe. I'm not sure what team he's in now. But basically he rocket-hauled his sentry from short onto the other side of the roof. But I think he used a rocket haul script or something, because I haven't seen such a flawless rocket haul. But it's easy with Rescue Ranger. So I'd recommend this if you're having trouble pushing Gravelpit. But at this point, we're going in. I haven't got enough metal to haul my sentry again, so it's kind of just there, so if enemies counter push us, we have something to fall back on. I think build a teleporter exit here. I kind of think that our medic's... okay, I thought our medic was a spy there for a second because he was just running around with a crossbow after our combo pushed in, which is kind of odd. I didn't notice those stickies there, so I get sink pipes, but I think our medic said that he wanted to suicide in, so he could switch to quick fix. Yeah. So I kind of die in vain, but I'm going to... it's going to be necessary anyway. So I'm loading up my teleporter. I think I ask, are we going to be pushing from B or from A? And we're pushing in from A. Because from B you have these two entry points that are on like the same wall. So if you're like defending C, they're both on the left. While if you're pushing in from A, you can come from main, which is the middle, or you can come from the right. So you have more angles to come from. Because obviously, like if you're coming in through B, they can just set up a sentry focusing both of those doors. So I switch over to, I believe, Shotgun Wrangler Gunslinger. Yeah, just for like quick teleporters. Set up an entrance. This is my usual teleporter when coming in from A, just because this is quite a safe teleporter. Usually people put the teleporter in that little house there, but I like to think that spies would expect that. So I put a dispenser here, and then place the teleport exit on the roof here by using the dispenser as leverage. So basically it just means that they're less likely to see the teleporter, and if the spy does it, he has to like revolver it instead of sap it, and that'll kind of throw his cover a little bit more. So it seems less worth it for the spy. But basically we're all going all out on this point, so I decided to go in, give a helping hand. I get like triple sword by the medic, which was really bad, but there's no heavy up there, he's low health so he gets taken down, so it was ultimately not really that bad. But this was a good half. So we got a quicker time. This isn't a GG, by the way. We usually in officials for Gravelpit you have one half where you do it like defense and then attack, and then you do it again with you on attack first and then defense, just to make sure it's fair. I don't believe there were logs for this because they were silly. Just gonna take a drink. And everyone's manually switching teams because no one remembers there's a command for it. So now pre-game initiates again. But basically, when it comes to Engineer and Highlander, he's very much one of the core backbone classes, where basically you've got a job that is very required, and there's little things that you can do to like adapt it to your style. Like there's Demo Man, Engineer, Heavy, Medic, Sniper, and I believe Scout, which basically there's a job for you to do and you can't really change that. Like Heavy always has to be like Medic's bodyguard and sort of the tank, Medic always has to heal, he can't just run around crossbowing random people. Engineer always has to have his sentry, he always has to have buildings. But basically, there's other classes like Spy and Pyro and Soldier where you can change it up towards your playstyle a little bit more, as long as you get that same kind of role done. But with Engineer, you can like, as long as you have your sentry set up, like this is why I like Engineer on King of the Hill and Attack a lot more than Defense. Because on Defense, you have to set up your sentry in a standard spot, your dispenser, your teleport, you need to keep those working so that your team can use them. And then most of the time you're just sat there as a potato making sure they work. So, but on Attack and King of the Hill, once you have your building set up, you can just roam around and do whatever you want. You could stay in the back lines, make sure your buildings are working. You could be sneaky, put a level 3 sentry right next to their spawn. You could just be a second scout. Like, I used to run shotgun, short circuit, gunslinger a lot of the time on King of the Hill and Attack. That was before Short Circuit got buffed, because Short Circuit was essentially a spicicle for Engineer. It gave you a little bit of protection against your counters. Now, since it's unnecessary buff, which I really don't like, it's been banned because it's now too easy. So I've been running shotgun, pistol, gunslinger a lot of the time, using pistol basically almost all the time, just to be poking and doing damage, because you have 200 reserve ammo, you might as well use it all the time. But basically, after I have my building set up, I'm like a second flank class. Maybe I like help out the combo, because heavy versus heavy is usually about whoever spins up first or whoever has the best tracking. While if it's heavy plus NG occasionally firing with pellets, the battle's going to go in a little bit more in your way. But basically, on Attack again, I do the same thing as before. I get a little bit more hassle because I know I'm going to do the same thing, and I know a lot of these people, so they know I'm going to be really cheeky with my sentries. So we get a cap on A, which is standard. They know something's going to happen with this sentry. I think I get like destroyed with my sentry at this point, but I'm being really safe here. I think I might have been talking over when it happened, but I think our medic might have popped early because it doesn't look like he's got full charge. So we're going to have to build a new Uber. If I go in with a sentry, it's probably not going to be fully protected, but I have my sentry factory right here. So I want to throw a bunch of sentries at them and just have a good old time. Chewie's a good roamer anyway, so if I go in with a sentry, he's going to pack me up. Okay, so I'm just randomly poking. I think I get spammed out here because the medic was buffing me the whole time, and I assumed that I'd always have that amount of health. Bobness is doing the best job as heavy. Yeah, Bobness was subbing as heavy this time because I think two guys couldn't play. Yeah. That's like plat heavy strats right there. You just spin around the dispenser and no one wants to get close. Because like, who would want to get close to that? Oh, I remember like previous season, you go on Steel, you set up a dispenser and just have a Huolong Heater heavy on it, and it's just like, no one's getting close to that base. I think Huolong Heater's banned now. But yeah, I'm just, my sentry went down, I'm going to build up another one. With a level 1 dispenser filled with metal, you should be able to get a level 3 sentry out of it. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how much metal, it's probably like 650 metal or something like that you can get from level 1 dispenser. But we seem to have a lot of dominance here. Our medic needs something there. Yeah, Chewie went up. And I think I go to jump in now? Yeah. So I go to jump in on my sentry and immediately get taken down because we had a call that the demo went down, but that was like a while ago. And I was like, oh, I guess I should go in, and then dies. So I think the demo was kind of happy about that sentry, they didn't have to deal with that sentry. But I think we've got this point anyway, because we still got a full charge. So I gotta set up the sentry. I probably don't need to, I could probably just go to set it on A straight away. But just in case we get repushed, I'm setting up this. sad my only my wrench is coming through on this from where I haven't got an item server. I like looking at my shiny wrench. Okay, so I'm moving my dispenser up through here. It's kind of risky. I think I remember doing the gotta move that gear up just to kind of taunt a spike to like come and stab me. But I'm moving my dispenser up here. I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but with level 3s, because we've got quite a bit of pressure. I'm thinking I can just build a level 3 and just rocket all it straight onto the point. So I moved over here because I think that's a much better spot, because people can come in from the right side and just immediately shoot my dispenser, while to come in from the left side you have to come in through the whole tunnel. But yeah, that was a quick capture. Oh, let me just reset my HUD there again. So this is pretty much the same as before again. I kind of wish you could just disable that little HUD message in effective war mode thing, so it doesn't block your screen. But also, when you're dealing with sacrifices, I kind of get a bit obsessive about it, and like right there I picked up 2 weapons when I had like 95 metal, so I ended up turning 1 weapon into 5 metal, and that really irritated me. But basically, a lot of times with sacrifices on maps, it's quite subjective to the map. Like bad water on defense, you don't need any sacrifices on first point, because you have a max ammo pack, and even if you do need more metal, there's another max ammo pack just a little bit away. But people tend to sacrifice anyway. I mean, if you get 2 sacrifices on bad water, it probably means you're going to get a level 2 teleporter as well, which helps with getting your team in. But that's unless you're using your teleporter for somewhere else, because I have a different teleporter strat for bad water. But Bobness is being our 2nd sentry here. He is Iron Man now. Look at him, he looks so cute. This is UGC Gold, guys. This is what you're in for. UGC Gold is pretty new to EU. It's new this season, so it's a mixture of people who are in silver and want a taste of higher level play, and the people from Plat who are a bit afraid to play against SNSD and Suki doing work and people like that. Does SNSD play for UGC? I'm not sure. But UGC EU is a lot more passive than North American Highlander. I'd quite like to play North American if it wasn't for the freaking 100 ping. Okay, so I push in here. I think I saved my sentry here because Wrangle's OP. And yeah, also weird blue effect. I'm not a spy, guys, honest. But yeah, that was a good exchange right there. I think that scout is a spy, because he's like, yeah, I think he's just lagging out. That's kind of unfortunate for him. But yeah, I'd preferably play North American, because like they're way more aggressive to the fact that they know the fact that sentries don't hold points. The sentries don't hold points. The team holds the point. The sentry just protects the team while they're holding the point. Especially with this kind of sentry spot. Like, if they walk onto the point, the sentry's not going to grow legs, walk up and go, "Oi, you, get off the point." No, we're just going to have, like, the people come on and clear you off the point, and this sentry's just going to protect you so you can get more ammo and heals, and our combo is just safe around here. I mean, like, who'd want to walk on the point when you have that heavy to deal with? Okay, so I'm putting up my teleport here. Because I was a bit slow, I like ate too many of the suicides, so I couldn't have that teleporter set up. Oh, our medic goes down here. Yeah, I call out the snipers over there. I think I get him with my rocket. Yeah, I do. That's pretty cool. More strange points on my Wrangler. But I'm not sure why they're not, like, getting a point from this, because they just dropped our medic. And, like, if it was more aggressive, the Ubers would be the thing that people push off and not the sentries. Because as you can see from the scramble from the like first hold, the sentry didn't hold the point, it was the team. And it needs to there needs to be more aggressive teams in the EU. And if they are, I want to be your NG, bro. I want to throw sentries at people because I don't want to be like stuck in a standard spot with a sentry that doesn't even do that much. But anyway, my sentry goes down here. I also take out the heavy with my rescue ranger, I believe. But because they're not pushing, I should be able to get set up another sentry straight away. We're running Kritzkrieg as well, because we're dicks. And yeah, it's a GG here because it's impossible for them to capture B and C within this time. So yeah, it was a good game. I mean, it was 2-0, but it was really fun. I think they could have actually won if they had a lot more aggression on B. That was definitely a mistake from them. I definitely made a few mistakes myself, but I'm not perfect. I mean, I'm an engineer. I make problems as well as solve them. But yeah, I just want to freaking throw a sentry at someone. I think my sentry kills someone, so I don't get to use that rocket. Wrench him in the butt. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tighten your nuts. Yeah. That's a good game. Yeah. Hopefully gonna go over some more demos at some point as an engineer's insight, because you don't often get to see it from an engineer's perspective, and engineers are usually quite underrated. Like, you can play him as like a brain dead class, like you can just build a sentry and sit there wrenching it and just jag whacking, but you can also apply some thought and science to it, and it can be really effective. I'd think engineers in the same boat as Spy in the fact that he gets progressively stronger the more ignorant the enemy team is, because obviously an enemy team won't walk into a sentry if they know it's there. That's why you just keep moving it around. Hopefully that's something I can incorporate into a later match, using the rescue ranger to just keep rotating my sentry spot, but I've yet to try that out and have it actually work. Hopefully it can, because that would be hilarious. Just someone pushing into point going, oh, there's the sentry, oh, where's this, oh my god, it's behind us. But yeah, I hope you haven't like freaking just quit the video halfway through, like I can't stand listening to this person stammer between after every word. See? Yeah. Hope it's been fun. Good day.